Hello to all my dear student. I am Deepen Singh. Welcome to all of you in our school SJEC e-learning YouTube channel. So student, this is your biology class for class 8 and here we are discussing about our first chapter, transport of food and mineral in plant. Student, before starting today's class, we discuss a little about our previous video. As we know, in our previous video, we discussing about the transport of material, what is transport system, and what kind of tissues are involved in this process. In this process, there are two type of tissues are involved, xylem and phloem. Xylem conduct water and mineral absorbed by roots to other parts of the plant, and it is composed of four types of cells: xylem vessels, tracheoids, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. While on other hand, phloem transports organic food manufactured by leaves to all the other parts of the plant, and it is also composed of four types of cells such as phloem vessels, companion cells, phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. Student, in our previous video we discussed all these terms in detail, and in today's class we just continue our topic with transport of water and mineral. Means the transport of water and mineral in plant occur at three levels. What are these three levels? Absorption of water and minerals by individual cells. Example means from soil by roots here. Short distance transport, or it is also known as movement of water through root tissue. Cell to cell movement in cortex of root. The third level is long distance transport, means conduction of water through plant body, or ascent of sap, means the upward movement through xylem vessels. Okay, now the question is how absorption of water and minerals takes place by root hair. Let's see. Absorption of water and mineral in plants by root hair. As we can see that there is a diagram represent the transportation of water and mineral. In this representation there are three steps involved. First is absorption of water by root hair. Second is cell to cell movement of water through cortex of root. And the last is ascent of sap or conduction of water through stem to leaves. In this diagram, a root hair absorb water from the soil particles and transfer it to epidermis of the cells. From epidermis it transfers to the root cortex, and from endodermis it transport through the xylem vessels into the leaf xylem, and in leaf xylem it transported into the guard cells present in stomata, which regulate, means control the opening and closing of stomata, means they regulate the rate of transpiration. By this way water and dissolved minerals are absorbed from the soil. Here the absorbed mineral and water transferred by special cells known as roots hair. A root hair is an extension of the epidermal cell of the root. It is covered with a thin semi-permeable cell membrane. Now what is semi-permeable membrane? A semi-permeable membrane is a selectively permeable membrane, means it allow only certain molecule of a solution to pass through its pores. Large molecules are not allowed to move out. Clear? And filled with cell sap. Cell sap is a watery liquid contained in the vacuole of the cell. Clear? Next topic is adaptation in root hair for water absorption. The root hairs are especially adapted for absorption of water because semi-permeable membrane of unicellular root hair permits water and mineral molecules to enter into the cell sap but doesn't allow them to come out. Cell sap in root hairs has a higher salt concentration than the surrounding soil water. The large vacuole can absorb much water, and the root hairs provide a large surface area for the absorption. Larger the surface area, greater is the absorption. Means there are if a large surface area, then the absorption is greater. Means if large area accumulated by the root hair, they absorb more or sufficient amount of water to transport in the leaf cells. Clear? Now the important factor is the method of absorption. How root hair absorb the amount of water. Here root hair absorb water by following three methods. First one is diffusion, second is osmosis, and the last, which is absorbed minerals, known as active transport. Let's see all the three methods in detail. First of all, diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of molecule from the region of their higher concentration, means where the amount of molecule is high, to the region of lower concentration without using any energy, and this is also known as passive transport. Now what happened in this process? In this process or in diffusion, water from the soil enter the root hair by simple diffusion, because the concentration of water in soil is more than that in cell sap of root hair. So we can say that the process diffusion, it depends upon two factors. First one is concentration, means from the region of their higher to lower concentration. Higher concentration means where the amount of molecule is high, and the lower concentration means where the amount of molecule is very low. And the second factor is permeability of plasma membrane. Let's see. In the following diagram, we can see that in the first beaker there is a sugar cube, okay, and the sugar cube start dissolving, diffusion, and it start mix with the water solution which is filled. Next, in the next process, the sugar cube reduces slowly and diffuse in the water amount. And the last beaker, we can see that the cube is permanently dissolved, totally dissolved in the water. This is the process of diffusion. Now the water also contain the concentration of sugar molecules. Clear? It means the sugar gets uniformly distributed in water by diffusion and make the water sweet, and the whole water has gained same sweet taste. Clear? Our next topic is osmosis. It is the second method of absorption. In this process, diffusion of solvent molecule, means water molecule, through a semi-permeable membrane from the region of its higher concentration to the region of its lower concentration, as it is present in diffusion, is known as osmosis. Means in the process of osmosis, the molecule of water migrate from the region of their higher concentration to the region of their lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. And here we already discussed what is semi-permeable membrane. Means it allow only a certain molecule of a solution. And in the case of osmosis, semi-permeable membrane allow the molecule of water to migrate from the higher concentrated region to the lower concentrated region. as represented in the diagram. The cell membrane of root hair act as a semi-permeable membrane through which water molecules from soil enter the cell shape. Next and last method of absorption. With the help of this method, minerals are absorbed. What happened in this process? In the transport of molecule and ion against the concentration gradient by using energy is called active transport. Mineral absorption in plants take place by active transport. The mineral ions move from their lower concentration in soil to higher concentration in the cell sap of root hair, which is against the concentration gradient. Energy is used for the transport of molecule against the concentration. Clear? So student, tell me, what is the difference between diffusion and osmosis? Any ideas? Okay. Means both in diffusion and osmosis a substance move from higher to lower concentration, means it is common in both process. Means any substance, any molecule of substance, either it is solid, liquid or gas, clear, they migrate from their higher concentrated region to lower concentrated region. But in osmosis, movement of substance is through semi-permeable membrane. Clear? Okay, student. Here our today's class just finished, and we continue the next topic in our next video. Hope you like this video. If you like our way of teaching and hard work, so student, please subscribe us to learn more and be updated about your syllabus. Thank you.